Welcome to the Hairdresser Power Challenge, where stylists test their limits of creativity and experience. Celebrity judges will score them on cut, color, and overall transformation. Join us as we find out who has what it takes to be the next Hairdresser Power Challenge champion. Hello and welcome to the finale of the Hairdresser Power Challenge Championship. I'm your host and fellow hairdresser, Patrick Dockery, and now it's time to meet our finalists and their models. First, let's meet Sylvia and her model, Suki.
I love being a hairdresser, making that connection with my client, transforming them, giving them beautiful hair designs. It's a really rewarding profession. I'm really versatile as a hairdresser, but I feel my greatest strength is hair design. My experience level as a hairdresser, I knew in high school I wanted to be a hairdresser. That's all I ever wanted to do. So I got my cosmetology license, my barber license. I worked for a major manufacturer as a platform artist and traveled internationally for them. And always constantly learning, training, working it. For the future, I want to stay on top of the trends, always learning new things because our industry is always constantly changing.
Next, we have Chloe Gross and her model, Bridget.
My name is Chloe Gross and I'm from Tustin, California. I love being in this industry because I get to be creative. I like to play with fashion colors. That's my favorite thing to do with hair, and I'm able to make people happy. What I have planned for my future as a hairdresser is definitely just more training. I just want to be an overall good hairdresser at everything that I do.
And finally, Khiet Luu and his model, Jordan.
My name is Khiet, and I love being a hairdresser because you get to create awesome work of art on people. I feel like I'm very versatile. I can do a lot of different things. I don't want to be categorized as a specific type of stylist. I started off as a barber, as my older brother kind of got me in. He was a barber. Did that for a little bit. So I got into the salon and assisted for about 2 years. Did hair for about a good 20 years now. I plan for my future as a hairdresser. I'm planning to just be in the salon a little bit more because this year I've been traveling a lot and maybe do my own extension hairline.
Welcome to round one, where each contestant will have 2.5 hours to complete their cut and color transformation. And now it's time for the games to begin.
Today for my model Suki, she's kind of eclectic. She likes really romantic dressing, ethereal dressing like Stevie Nicks, but she also has a dark side. So I'm gonna give her a hairstyle that's versatile, asymmetrical, with some fun color through the front. My biggest challenge for today is that Suki has a lot of hair, a lot of length of hair, and I'm going to be making a dramatic change. So that's probably going to be my hardest challenge. Now that I'm returning for the third time, the first time was a big experience because a contestant didn't show up, so I was asked to join. And that's what happened, and nothing was planned. Everything was kind of thrown together. But the second time I had a plan and I was really successful with it. And this time I have also really thought about it, worked on my haircut, and I have a plan for success.
The look I have planned for today is I'm gonna completely bleach her hair out. I'm gonna do platinum and peekaboo vivid color through her bangs. My biggest challenge today is definitely time. 2.5 hours to do a cut and color is a little bit cutting it close for me. Now that I'm returning to the show, I've actually lost an episode and I've won an episode. So it's pretty cool because I can see the differences in what I did in the first one. I overdid it 100%. I try to do everything that I've learned as a hairdresser in that first episode. And then the second one, I kind of got it a little bit more and based it more on transformation and stuff that I do on a regular basis. So I'll definitely stick to what I've learned in the first two.
Today on my model, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all her hair. I'm going to give her a nice precision haircut. Just kind of play around with a little bit of clipper cutting, scissor over comb. So I'm going to bleach her out. I think my biggest challenge today would probably be the timing for sure. I feel a lot more comfortable actually, just because I didn't know what to expect the first time. Second time, went too hard, I feel. But this time around, I want to show something a little different. Excited about it and ready to go.
color care, high-performance vegan formulas, and our exclusive organic super complex. Provides stronger, healthy hair, beautiful color, and gorgeous results. To find a Khiet salon near you, visit our salon locator at KhietLuuHairCare.com.
How do you define beauty? Is it the way you look or how you feel? Or does it come from within? At Enjoy Professional Hair Care, we believe the question doesn't even matter. Beautiful hair is as easy as remembering to enjoy. Let us recommend the right products for your hair type and find an Enjoy Professional salon near you at enjoyhaircare.com. And just remember to enjoy.
Welcome back. Our contestants have had 2.5 hours to complete their cut and color transformation. And now it's time to meet our distinguished panel of judges and see what they think.
My name is Vincent Penley, and I'm from Ogden, Utah, the OG Den. I love doing hair because I get to be creative and social at the same time. It's a rare thing. As a painter, you're isolated. As a musician, you're often isolated. As a hairstylist, I get to talk to the person I'm doing my art on and interact with them. My greatest strength as a hairdresser is certainly cutting. Cutting I love because of the immediate gratification of it. You cut that line, that's how it falls, and there's no waiting for it like there is with color. So that's what I love about it. Start with Sylvia. Beautiful work. And you mentioned earlier that you had practiced, you knew what you wanted to execute, and you did it. In a timed situation, that's absolutely important. So you did your homework and it shows. The colors are very cool. I like placement that tells a story so that the shape and the color work together to create an image. I think you did that really well. I might have left a little more length to her just because of her face shape, but with that texture, it kind of opened up on you and it gave you a bit of a round shape, and she has a round face. Perhaps like a little more length in some areas might have worked better with the face shape. But overall, beautiful work.
Hello everybody, my name is Dennis Gebhart. I am the founder and CEO of Guru Nation, a non-branded educational company for salon professionals. Our company is growing. We're currently doing programs online in 12 countries globally. The other day, someone sent me a note and they said, "When do you plan to retire?" And I thought of a quote from Vincent van Gogh that goes like this: "I'd rather die from passion than from boredom." So for me, I'm going to continue doing this industry, being involved, working and creating my art form until I'm ready to go to the big salon in the sky. So Sylvia, first of all, I give you credit for taking on curly hair. That's one of the biggest challenges hairdressers have to deal with in salons today. That's why I spent extra time checking your shape, because you have several disconnected pieces in there, and I wanted to make sure that they were on purpose. I think your balance is really good. See, it's obviously for shifting to the right, so that's well done. I thought your color placement was well executed because it's the focus point of that shape and that design. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more length. Other than that, I thought you did a well executed job. Nicely done.
Okay, Chloe. You mentioned at the beginning that time would probably be your biggest challenge. Yeah, and it kind of turned out that way, didn't it?
Yeah, I did.
And sometimes we get so creative and we kind of forget that we're in this kind of a competition in that time constraint, right? I think that given more time or being allowed to just express yourself freely in the salon, that your end result would have been a lot further along than where we're at now. The challenge with that though is to judge a color that's incomplete. And the same thing with the cut. And I know that you'll have that time to make a few adjustments, and I hope that you're able to do that and that your photo shoot really just knocks it out of the park, because you turn things around at that point. But other than that, I mean, the color placement is very cool, and I like, you know, the melted effect and kind of the peacock effect around the face. I think that's very cool. It's just that it was so time consuming, right?
Yeah.
So Chloe, I give you a lot of credit for taking on the challenge you did today to come in and try to do a full global lightning. That was huge. But what I know about you is I know you're always willing to face the challenge. Time did get away from you today. We have to judge you on the haircut, and you didn't do much of a haircut, okay? And what you did do, I think because you were in a hurry, it was just kind of, you know, chip and away we go, right? As far as your color goes, I'm a colorist, and one of my pet peeves is when you stain the skin with direct dyes. I have to hold true to my belief system that when you do that, I'm gonna count you off, and you had a lot of staining.
Khiet, very cool color, man. I like that. I'm not a really big fan of like all the rainbows and unicorns and all of that, but I do like it when it's done subtle like this. And the line, I'm a sucker for a forward diagonal bob. I always have been. It's one of my favorite haircuts. It's a challenge. And in fact, there's a lot of big salons in the big cities, New York, LA. When you go to test and they determine if they're gonna have you work at that salon, that is one of the cuts they'll have you execute to see exactly where you're at, because it is such a challenge. And I think that you executed it very well, but I do like that you left it very clean so that we could see those lines. I have a barber background myself, and I do a lot of men's work in the salon, and so when you pulled out those clippers and started doing some clipper overcomb and executed it properly, I was like, wow, I'm impressed. And you can tell you do have some barber skills. I know that you could certainly feel the pressure of the time constraint. I saw that happening, you know. You pushed yourself and you executed a very nice finished result.
You know, Khiet, here's the thing about a bob line. That is a classic shape.
Right.
It looks pretty good until you get to certain parts of it. You'll see that it will ascend and then it will drop. There's a complete drop on both sides, and then one side looks longer than the other. Overall, it looks really nice, but you know, it's not what I'd want to see in a real bob line. As far as the color goes, I love the mint color. I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
But you stained the skin,
Slightly, yeah.
so we have to think about that. Other than that, I think it's well executed. It'll probably photograph really well.
Enjoy. To receive pleasure or satisfaction. To feel or perceive with pleasure. To be delighted with. To enjoy great hair 7 days a week. So, what is your definition? To enjoy great hair, visit enjoyhaircare.com. Go to our product recommender to answer 6 simple questions and let us select the best products for your hair type. Use the salon locator to find Enjoy Hair Care near you. And just remember to enjoy.
Khiet Luu True Color Care, high performance vegan formulas, and our exclusive organic super complex provides stronger, healthy hair, beautiful color, and gorgeous results. To find a Khiet Luu salon near you, visit our salon locator at khietluuhaircare.com.
Welcome back. The scores are in for round one. With a total point value of 40 points, 10 points for color and 10 points for cut from each judge, now it's time to find out what the judges think. And Sylvia is in the lead with 31 points. Khiet coming in with 25 points, and Chloe with 11 points. Welcome to round two. This is where our stylists have 1 hour to complete their looks. Let's put 1 hour on the clock and get started. All right, it's time now to go upstairs for a brief 10-minute photo shoot. And this is where it all happens. This show is about transformations. And this is where our stylists and their models have a chance to shine.
Sylvia, so the shape, again, I really love the shape. I like the asymmetrical. The texture I think is cool. When I saw you starting to pull that curl out and flat ironing it, I was really kind of expecting to see a little more like pieciness and more of a shattered texture to it. Really would have set off your color and really pulled the whole thing off. It was a beautiful look. It just fell a little bit short of what you're capable of doing.
Yeah, Sylvia, I think you did an amazing makeover, but I think the texture created a little bit of struggle, especially in the photo shoot. But I think you did a great job. I think the overall effort was really, really well done. But when we have to struggle for shots, it makes it real difficult. But we got some good stuff.
Beautiful hair starts with beautiful color. At Enjoy Professional Hair Care, we know what it takes to maintain beautiful and vibrant hair color. With our gentle, sulfate-free, pH-balanced formulas with Color Keeper technology, we take the guesswork out of maintaining beautiful color. Most products don't address the main cause of fading hair color, which is a high pH. When pH levels are too high, the cuticle of the hair shaft is forced wide open, allowing the color molecules to simply wash away down the drain with your time and money. Enjoy Professional line of shampoos and conditioners are pH balanced and stable, locking in the color molecules, keeping your hair looking sexy, shiny, and beautiful. So the next time you're thinking about your hair color, just remember to enjoy.
In this final round, the judges will have the ability to give each contestant 20 points, making this round worth a total of 40 points.
Chloe, you really pulled the rabbit out. You know, I'm super impressed. I'm very glad that you chose to go with that purple instead of attempting to get that blonde for a couple of reasons. I really think that this worked better. So sometimes when things don't work out the way we expect them to and we have to kind of switch gears and go a different direction, sometimes that works best.
Yeah.
You know, the universe kind of comes in and says, hey, this is how it's gonna go, and if you can roll with it, then that's great. So I think you did a great job with that. The cut's very cute. I love the fringe on it. And that really pulled all of the color all together as well. But overall, I think you pulled off a great image, and I think your photo shoot went really well. I think that you've got some pictures for your portfolio that are absolutely something to be proud of.
I'm very impressed with what you've done. You impressed me as a person anyway, because I've gotten to know you in the 3 times you've been here. Your story, your energy, your commitment, and I think you are an example of someone who now is dedicated to their craft. And to see you respond like you did today when it wasn't going your way, you didn't give up, you went back, reorganized yourself. You are an example of what staying committed and staying the course is all about.
I've been on some really cool photo shoots in my time, and when the energy is there, it's there, and there's just no denying it. And I felt like, you know, sometimes it feels magical even, you know. And the test shoots, the first test shoots, we were like, well, we're done here, let's walk away, you know, I mean, it was that good. The transformation, we looked at it afterwards and looked at the before, and we're like, this is not even the same person. The way that she lights up on film just really made it happen. Again, it's like, sometimes it's almost like magic. I was wondering what was gonna happen with that wave iron and how that was gonna show up with all the lighting and everything. You know, that's something that can go either really good or really bad, right? And I think that for you, it went really good. You know, with the white dress and everything else, it just all pulled together for you today, and I think you ended up with some shots that are really quite brilliant.
I think you should be very grateful to this young lady.
Yes, I know she pulled it off.
Because it's like Vincent says, sometimes it's magic, it just happens. And it's undeniable, nobody can deny it, and you were given a gift today.
Definitely.
Well, the moment we've all been waiting for is now at hand. The judges have spoken. This was a tight race. In fact, between first and second place, there's only a 1-point separation. And in second place, we have Sylvia with a score of 62 points. Our first ever Hairdresser Power Challenge champion, Khiet Luu from the beautiful island of Hawaii. Thank you to all of our contestants, models, and judges. Thanks for watching. Please remember to go to hdpchallenge.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss an exciting episode of the Hairdresser Power Challenge. And please remember to support your stylists and always buy your professional products from a trusted, reliable source.